Hello again, everybody. I'm Chris. I'm all set to count down this week's 40 most played country songs in the nation as they're compiled by MediaBase 24/7 for the chart week of December 21st, 2024. Got two debuts on the chart this week, but before we start counting them down, let's take a look back at last week's top three. At number three was High Road by Koe Wetzel and Jesse Murph. Number two was Cowboy Songs by George Burge. And the number one song last week was You Look Like You Love Me by Ella Langley and Riley Green. Now, can Ella and Riley hang on to that number one spot for a second week? Let's find out 39 hits from now. First, we get started with a debut from Sam Hunt. His last time on the chart, he went to number one back in April with Outskirts. His 15th top 40 hit is called Country House. And debuting at number 39 is Chase Beckham. Chase went to number one back in April with 23. Here's Chase as he debuts with his second top 40 hit called Everything I Need. And with those two debuts, we say goodbye to two droppers falling out this week. Gonna Love You by Parmalee and Messed Up As Me by Keith Urban. On with the countdown, up two spots to number 38, it's Jackson Dean with Heavens to Betsy. Up a notch to number 37, here's Kane Brown with Backseat Driver. Up three spots to number 36, here's Drew Baldridge with Tough People. Up two to number 35, here's Josh Rouse with Single Again. Up a notch to number 34, it's Carly Pearce with Truck on Fire. Up one to number 33, Scotty McCreery with Fall of Summer. Up a notch to number 32, Old Dominion with Coming Home. Moving up five spots to number 31, it's the second top 40 hit by Zach Top called I Never Lie. In her fourth week in the countdown, she's up two spots to number 30, Megan Moroney with Am I OK? Up two to number 29, Kelsey Ballerini and Noah Kahan with Cowboys Cry 2. Up two to number 28, it's Chris Janson with What You See Is What You Get. Up two spots to 27, it's Jason Aldean with Whiskey Drink. Up a notch to number 26, 20th week on the chart, it's Kelsey Hart with Life With You. Up three spots to number 25, Kenny Chesney with Just to Say We Did. Up two spots to number 24, it's Bailey Zimmerman and Holy Smokes. Up two to number 23, it's Blake Shelton with Texas. Slipping back a spot to 22, here's Cole Swindell and Forever to Me. And slipping back a spot to number 21, it's Matt Stale with Breaking in Boots. In their 10th week in the countdown, they leaped three spots to number 20, Low Cash with Hometown Home. Up three spots to number 19, Cody Johnson and Carrie Underwood with I'm Gonna Love You. At number 18 for a second week, it's John Morgan and Jason Aldean called Friends Like That. Up two spots to number 17, Dylan Scott with This Town's Been Too Good to Us. And here's the fastest climbing hit this week, up eight spots to number 16, Jelly Roll with Liar. Up a notch to number 15, it's Chris Stapleton with Think I'm in Love with You. Here's last week's number one, falling to number 14 this week, Ella Langley and Riley Green with You Look Like You Love Me. Well, Riley has back-to-back hits this week, as his solo hit holds at number 13 for a second week. It's called Damn Good Day to Leave. Leaping five spots to number 12, it's Jordan Davis with I Ain't Sayin'. In the 11th ranked country hit this week, up four spots, Lainey Wilson with 4x4 by You. Right, here's the first of the 10 biggest hits, up four spots to number 10. It's Post Malone and Luke Combs. It's Post's third top 10 hit, and it's Luke's 22nd top 10. So the song is Guy for That. Here's a song that's been on the chart the longest, now at 41 weeks, and leaping two spots to number 9. It's Dan and Shay with Bigger Houses. That becomes their 13th top 10 hit. At number 8 again this week, it's Shaboozey, his former number one hit called a bar song, Tipsy. Easing down a notch to number 7 is Post Malone with Blake Shelton, their former number one hit called Pour Me a Drink. Leaping four spots to number 6, newcomer Tucker Wetmore with Wind Up Missing You. Here's a former number one, slipping a notch to number 5, Jelly Roll with I Am Not Okay. Up three spots to number 4, this is 8th week on the chart, it's Morgan Wallen and Love Somebody. Up two spots to number 3 is Dylan Marlowe with Dylan Scott, called Boys Back Home. The number 2 song this week, up a notch, it's Koe Wetzel with Jesse Murph, called High Road. And the number 1 song in country music this week, taking 35 weeks to get here, and this becomes his second number 1 hit. It's George Burge with Cowboy Songs. And that is our countdown of this week's 40 most played country hits. And join me next week as I will be counting down the top 50 songs for 2024 in our year-end special. Till then, have a great week. I'm Chris. See you next time. Happy holidays, everybody.